So, hot off the heels of the new trailer at the weekend, we have some new WhoSpy photos to look at from Doctor Who's 60th anniversary specials. These were actually released sometime last week, and there are currently only 2 new ones to talk about, although of course if any more do get released I will cover them on the channel in some form or another. And I have already covered the first 5 released images in a previous video, so do go and check that out if you haven't already. So if you're not aware, WhoSpy is a recently revived Doctor Who online thing where the official social media channels post various photographs from behind the scenes of the show. Sort of like filming photos or leaked photos, but officially leaked photos or official filming photos, showing off little details from the set, little bits of graphic design perhaps, or little bits of set dressing, things that maybe we've got some sort of idea about already or connect to something we already know about and kind of leave us sort of with a little bit more to chew over. The interesting thing about both of these new photos is that they do actually play into the stuff we saw in the trailer at the weekend, which is quite a nice little bit of synergy there. So this first image here kind of shows a unit workspace, work desk, whatever, in the new unit headquarters, the building we've seen, in previous trailers and stuff, and in the trailer at the weekend as well, of course. So a computer screen there, various bits and pieces, nondescript, kind of uninteresting things like a coffee cup and a water bottle and some cleaning wipes, plus a pair of glasses there on the right-hand side of the computer screen, and that kind of got some people kind of excited. They were going, oh, there must be the science sunglasses, there must be Peter Capaldi confirmed, 12th Doctor confirmed. But no, they're clearly just like an ordinary pair of glasses belonging to some innocent unit worker. But all that said, all that aside, there are actually some interesting things in this photo that you would be right to pick out and kind of go, oh, hang on a minute, what's that all about? So notably on the computer screen, I mean, first of all, on the left-hand side, there's a schematic or a blueprint or, I don't know, some kind of computer graphic corresponding to the now infamous unit helipad, which of course we saw in action at the weekend. It was previously known about because some kind of bright sparks had picked up on it in Google Earth, I think, aerial images. They kind of noticed that in the backlot of the Bad Wolf Studios and in Cardiff, there was just this unit helipad, and it had been captured in like the imagery and stuff on Google Earth in, like, I think the summer of last year. And so we were aware that there was a unit helipad. We then saw Mel standing on it when Bonnie Langford's return was announced. And then, of course, like I say, we saw it actually in action on top of the new unit's office building in the trailer at the weekend. And there's another bit of kit visible there on the right, some kind of schematics or plans or blueprints again, some kind of 3D model, graphics, whatever. And that is also a bit of kit that we saw in the trailer at the weekend. Now, you might not recognise it straight away, but this would appear to be the device that Neil Patrick Harris's character, who of course we can now finally at last officially call the Toymaker, was sitting on top of towards the end of the trailer. The thing that was on top of the unit helipad, actually, which he'd used to kind of blast a hole in the shard, and he's kind of turning it towards the Doctor, and they're having that climactic moment there. He's about to unleash some havoc on the Doctor, or on London, or the world. And if you zoom in to the top of the window there to look at the text, it names this device as a galvanic beam. It says galvanic beam schematic. Now, I think galvanic or galvanism or something like that. It is something to do with electrical charge, I want to say. It's something vaguely scientific, vaguely relating to real-world science. If, of course, I have any sort of physicists or scientists watching this video who know more about this than I do, then be sure to let me know down in the comments, what this whole galvanic beam thing is all about. I mean, it's basically just like a massive kind of big laser beam thing, I think, as far as I understand it. Some kind of, big gun barrel thing for unleashing havoc and just causing destruction. But maybe there's more to it than that, who knows. People were also sort of clowning a bit over the sticky note, which has been kind of conspicuously placed there in the top right corner. It says Tuesday to Thursday or Tuesday to Thursday at 9:30 AM. Now, it's not clear to me whether this is part of the actual set dressing or it's been added on afterwards, in Photoshop or something, or maybe the text has been added on afterwards. It's possible that happened. This photo, I believe, was actually released on a Tuesday, so it got some fans thinking, oh, maybe there's going to be something happening between now and Thursday at 9:30 AM, and that didn't come to pass. I mean, what is that all about? It could just be a really random thing, I don't know, whichever unit worker that this desk belongs to, maybe it's just a random note to self to to do something between Tuesday and Thursday. I don't know. I mean, some people are saying as well it could relate to the actual broadcast of the episodes in like a metafictional way, where you've got, you know, the 3 episodes releasing on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But then how did the whole 9:30 AM thing fit into that? Because Doctor Who is not going to be broadcast or released at 9:30 AM, I'm pretty sure. Whatever the case, that is clearly one unsolved mystery from this image, but like I say, there are things like the helipad, like the galvanic beam thing, like all the unit documentation and logos and things in this image that do begin to make sense, you know, to us based on the other stuff we've seen so far. Speaking of which, the second image shows a garden shed in the darkness at night with a keep out sign on the door, which is slightly ajar, and then, you know, some kind of lights on inside. So clearly something mysterious is going on inside this shed. Now, at first glance, this looks like something really nefarious, like a kind of evil scientist in the back garden, kind of cooking up something alien or something. But no, what this appears to be, based on other stuff that we've seen, is the garden shed in the Noble household, and it would appear to be where Rose Noble, Donna's daughter, who is the first person to come across Beep the Meep. It would appear to be where Rose takes Beep to keep them safe, and the kind of same space that we've seen in the trailers in that shot, you know, from the end of, I think, the Eurovision trailer, which was also repeated on Saturday, where Beep is there amongst some like cuddly toys and stuff, and Donna's there, and she kind of pokes Beep in the eye, and Beep comes to life. It would appear to be that space. There's one particular shot from Saturday's trailer which very clearly shows like a shed roof in the background and another shed door and stuff. So this would appear to be like presumably Rose's little hideout in the garden, her little den, and so that keep out sign was presumably made by her. Presumably it's her own little kind of safe space almost. And yeah, that's basically all there is to this, really. Like, some people are kind of saying, oh, could it be a TARDIS? Like, it's a blue kind of wooden building. Could it be a TARDIS or something? But I don't think that's what it is. Some people were also saying, could this be something to do with Wilf? Like, could it be Wilf's shed that he's kind of passed on to Rose as he's got older? Maybe like containing all his stargazing equipment and stuff, and his stuff from his allotments. And yeah, that would be a nice touch, a nice thing for them to include. I mean, some people were kind of saying, oh, is this Wilf's allotment? Is this the same shed that he had in Series 4? Is this not a back garden at all, but actually the hill where he was like doing all the stargazing and stuff? But I don't think that's the case. I think this is literally just like a brand new shed. Could be wrong, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So there we have it for the next 2 WhoSpy images. A inside shot of unit headquarters and a mysterious workspace there with some interesting schematics on the screen, and an equally mysterious garden shed, which appears to be the temporary home of Beep the Meep. What are your thoughts and theories on these images and the things they show? What is your theory, for example, about this mysterious Tuesday to Thursday 9:30 AM sticky notes and what that's all about? What is happening between Tuesday and Thursday at 9:30 AM? Let me know your thoughts, your theories, your best guesses down in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new for more stuff like this in the future. But otherwise, until the next one, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye for now.